What is going on, guys? It is Pex. Today is a brand new day. Today is Friday, to be precise, the last trading day for the week. And you know what that means? It is today that we are going to see what exactly happened yesterday and, of course, prepare our mind for the last day. All right? Next week, Monday, is going to be insane. Next week, Monday is going to be insane. Next week, Monday is going to be lit. It's going to be lit. It's going to be insane. It's going to be crazy. If you know you're just joining us for the first time, drop some fires in the chat. And of course, share this live to as many people as possible. Let us get started. Share live. I just found out that today is Friday, which means our next live stream is going to be Monday. So today basically is not day 2. Today is 1 day countdown instead of 2 days. It's 1 day countdown because of we don't stream on weekends. So don't worry, I'm going to change the thumbnail so it looks very, very precise. So you can have it. Today is 1 day to the countdown. Yesterday was 2 days to the countdown. And then the next countdown you're going to see is going to be the live launch. Share the live, guys. Share the live. Let's get it going. Yesterday was lit. Glitter Wardrobe, how are you doing today? Let's go, let's go. Yesterday gold was so good. It went in profit straight up. And we cooked. Okay. As we've shared the live stream, let me share it on YouTube as well, on Instagram, I mean. What's going on, guys? We're live right now. As you can see, this is ongoing on YouTube. If you want to join, if you want to make good bread, if you want to partake in what exactly we're doing, in the good works as well, click here right now, join the live stream. Today is the last live stream before the launch. Yes, today is the last live stream because today is the last trading day for the week. And our next live stream is going to be on Monday. And on Monday is the 31st of August. Somebody drop power in the chat. Let's make today count, not just in our account. Gold, as you can see, yesterday was lit. Today, let's see what we can actually do. Let the fire rain. Join us right now. How are you doing, Ari Gold? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning. How are you doing, Michael Goswe? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I just had to start the live a little bit late today because, as you can see, my eyes, I'm trying to like get myself. It's not easy. Launching this program is something that has strained me, it has drained me, but it is for good cause. So I am not complaining, but at the same time, it is it is going to be worth it. Like it's literally going to be worth it. So that's it. That's it. That's it. My night was quite short, but it was worth it, and it is worth it. That's why I'm here today by 8 o'clock, the same time, live streaming. Let's do it. I see you, Ayomide. How are you doing today? Were you here yesterday on the live stream? Seems like most of you guys went to sleep yesterday. You guys were not so active on the live stream. But later on, it seems like you guys came back to watch the live stream and it was great. But then you've missed the action. You missed the action. It's just like medicine after death. It doesn't make any sense. And so, were you here on the live stream yesterday? Let's know. Let's know. Let's know. Let's know. My goal is helping traders make good money, and I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make it happen. My work. I'm still sharing the live, bro. Let me turn on the chat. Let's see what we're gonna run down today. Okay, let's see what we're gonna run down today. Let's see what we can run down today. Let's see what we can run down today. I got some setup for you guys today. Now, what do we have on the screen? Today, I'm going to give you guys the best of the best setups. The only issue here is going to be the time. The only issue you're going to have is going to be the time. Now, what I mean by time is, today's Friday, the market is not going to be so volatile like that. So, but then you just have to like bear with the market, enter the trade, and then exit when you know you've made some profit or when the trader sees to take profit. So, in essence, I'm trying to tell you, do not increase your RR for a long stuff. Just try to get the minimal of it and you're good to go. Right? Just get the minimal of it and you're good to go. You're good to go. One thing I know is I'm gonna win. It's inevitable because I am Pex and Pex is king. Pex is king. Pex is king. Pex is king. Okay. Sammy FX, how are you doing today? I'm doing good. How about you? I'm doing good as well. Of course, we gotta still keep going. Gotta still keep going. I see you, Tariq. I see you, Tariq. I see you, Tariq. How are you doing, Tariq FX? How are you doing, Tariq FX? Let's get it going. Type shit. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. How are you doing, Tariq? Guys, share the live, share the live. I'm trying to share the live so we can have maximum people here. Trading live now. Something about most people tap in is they prefer to watch the recap. I understand you watching the recap is great, but the goal here is to get the action while it's live, right? The goal is to get the action, to see the reason behind executions, and to learn a few things before it actually happens, to see if the market is going to play out, to see what the market is going to do, to see how long it's going to take before it plays out. These are things that get you familiar with the chart and with the system, all right? August 31st, in the next 2 days, sorry, 3 days, because we have Saturday, Sunday, and then on Monday itself. It's going to be astonishing. Like it's going to be lit. I'm super excited and I'm proud to say that that day is going to be the beginning of greatness. I'm so excited about it. Like literally, I've worked for it. I know for sure that it's going to pay off. I know for sure that people are going to get paid out. I know for sure that people are going to learn and achieve that greatness because if I can do it, then you can too. As you can see, I have only one head, so do you. As you can see, I have only two hands, so do you. As you can see, I have only one mouth, so do you. Everything is the same thing. So you basically just lack information. And there's a quote I came across the other day, and it says, you cannot earn past the level of knowledge you have. You cannot earn past the level of knowledge you possess, which means the more you know, the more you make money. The more you know, the more you earn, right? If I tell you exactly how to make $1 million right now, you'll be making $1 million. Just the way somebody told you how to make probably 1 million naira, you've made your first 1 million naira, right? So these are stuff that when you think about it, you be like, it's true. If Elon Musk tells us exactly how he makes money, there's a huge chance that a huge number of people will be billionaires. But the truth here is before you can get to the billionaire height, you have to like have some money. Like, normal thing, you have to lose the lesser one to get the higher one. If you must make 1 million naira, you must be ready to lose thousands of naira. If you must make 10 million, you must be ready to lose at least the fraction of million to achieve that 10 million. If you must make 100 million, be ready to lose fraction of the million, like 10 million, millions in tens. Then you get 100 million. If you're ready to make 1 billion, be ready to lose millions in hundreds. That's it. And of course, the same thing with dollars. If you want to make billions of dollars, you're ready to lose millions of dollars. So that's how it works. So if you're ready to get your first 1 million, then be ready to make good money. How many of us, obviously, this is just a question that I'm trying to like get data from, but how many of us here have made their first 1 million? How many of us here have made their first 1 million? My goal is to help traders see their first 1 million from payout. I know you might have made your first 1 million naira, but have you really, did the money come from payout? Did it come from payout? Did it come from payout? How many of us have made their first 1 million naira? I almost said dollars. I myself have not gotten there. How many of us have made our first million naira? Let's see how many millionaires we have here. For sure, that's the fact. Let's see, that's the fact. Evidence, I see you. How are you doing today, Evidence of X? How are you doing today? Now, while I wait for that response, I got a chart for you. I got a chart for you. My bro say you want to get paid. Okay, let's see what's possible. Now look at this right here. This is Euro USD. Somebody be like, I've not seen 1 million. I understand, not from payout, but you've seen it like from you're doing another kind of work, you're trading, you're doing graphic design, you're doing video editing and all those stuff. That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. But the goal for the question is just to make you understand that by the end of the program, you're going to be getting your first 1 million naira by God's grace. By God's grace, because it's possible. I'm going to try my possible best to make that happen. Because you're not just going to be getting the program, you're going to be joining the mentorship. Mentorship is the live classes. This is where I mentor you, I teach you, I answer your questions, and I break down things in depth. All right, in depth, in depth. No, but I strongly believe. I like that. I strongly believe that's what that matters. I'm positive. It's been a while. I missed a couple of live sessions because I'm at the villa right now. Oh, and I've not seen 1 million generally. Don't worry, it's just a matter of time. 1 million is not far fetched. 1 million naira is about $600 plus. Oh, my God. 1 million naira is like $600. 1 million divided by 1,380. Okay, these are about $724. $724. With $724, you are going to be a millionaire. It's possible, right? It's possible. So that's my goal. At least you get a payout of $700. If you get a payout of $700, then bro, my goal has been achieved. My goal has been achieved with you. All right, that's the goal. My goal has been achieved with you. Lily, how are you doing today? I was just asking before you came on the live if they've seen a million naira before. And yeah, not from trading anywhere. So have you seen a million before? Not from trading anywhere. Even if it's from trading, of course. Let's know. Let's know. Of course, I will make it this year. Of course, this year is not far fetched. This year is not far fetched. This is, let's just call it September, October, November, December. This is 4 months. It's possible. 4 months is possible. 4 months is possible, right? It's definitely possible. Trust me. It's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. Somebody be like, trust Lily. Lily is left for you to debunk it. Have you seen 1 million? Of course, 10 million. No, let's not go to 10 million. Just 1 million naira. I love that. I love that. I've seen it. Evidence already have his evidence. Evidence already have his evidence. Of course. So you're not new to the millions. Now the question now is, have you seen it from trading? So have you gotten it from trading? That's the question. I never see the nah. Glitter wardrobe is capping. Glitter wardrobe, no, no, no. You've seen more than that. You've seen more than that. You've seen more than that. But not in trading. Of course, of course, of course. Of course, no problem, no problem. I've seen half of it. That's nice. 500,000. That's crazy. You know, 500,000 is more weight when you say it than 500,000. Think about it. The psychology you use to perceive 500,000 is different from the thought process that comes in your mind when you say 500,000. You'll be like, even if you're the one with, if you even if you have 500,000 right now, and somebody be like, I gave him 500,000. Your brain just goes to 500,000. Okay, or you hear quarter of a million. Quarter of a million is more stronger than 250k. I gave him 250k. I gave him quarter of a million. Your eyes is gonna shine immediately because of that million. So let's call money with a perspective of command, but not in trading. Evidence, have you heard it now? She's seen it, but not in trading. So it's possible. The goal now is to make that million happen in trading. The goal is to make that million happen in trading. Also, Glitter Wardrobe is, she said she has seen 500,000, but not in trading. My goal is to make it happen. My goal is to make it happen. My goal is to make it happen. All right. So let's see if we can get a trading opportunity today before the market loses its momentum. Now I have Euro USD here. Okay, we have Ari Gold. Ari Gold is here. Arigold looks like the Arigold. This your profile picture is like you look like somebody that's into bureau de change. You look like somebody that's into bureau de change. Bureau de change in terms of people that are changing dollars to naira and dollars. So you must have seen a lot of dollars. You must have seen a lot of dollars. And your name, Ari Gold. Those people are into gold and jewelry as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. Ari Gold could be a low key billionaire. You never can tell. I was trying to change my network. I was trying to change my network. Wani, that's the goal. That's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, I believe it's gonna happen with the best strategy. Of course. Very good. Get ready to change my dollars. He has not told us if he changes dollars actually. So I have a trade for you guys. Let's see. Tell us. Are you an insider billionaire? The way you people are, those people that used to change dollars and naira. Those people that used to change dollars and naira. Those guys, they are low key billionaires. Low key. They just like to stay on the low. Once you just see them wear their jalamia like this. Ah, dollars, cool. Dollars, pounds, dollars, cool, dollars. Like they have a lot of money, bro. Imagine taking $10,000 to them and then they transfer 50 million to you right there on the spot. What the fuck? How do you have that kind of money, bro? How do you explain that level of wealth? How do you explain that? Okay, so now we have a trade right here. Let me break this trade down so we can get an opportunity to see if that is going to happen. Now, this is Euro USD. Nobody needs to tell you that the market is downtrending. Now, because the market is downtrending, we need to look for selling opportunities. Now, because we can see that the market has broken a low, we are going to be targeting this POI for a sell. We're going to be targeting this POI for a sell. All right, this is what we're going to be targeting for a sell. All right. But before we do this today, let us refresh back on the trade we took today. XAUSD trade went nicely. Magnificent trade. Let me break that down for you guys. If you missed it on the live stream yesterday, then here it is again. Here is it again. Now, these are two trades that we can see right on our screen. These are two trades. Now, the first trade happened in London session, and then the second trade happened in New York session, right? Now, the second trade happened in New York session. There was something I did. There's something I did. Seems like network wants to stress me today. Seems like network wants to stress me today. Seems like network wants to stress me today. I'm trying to like get the best network coverage. This network wants to stress me. Stress me. Okay. I'm trying to see something. If it is actually good. Can you guys see me clearly? Is it blur? Please let me know. Is it blur? Is it blur? Can you see me clearly? Can you hear me clearly? Is it blur? I want to go into the chat. I want to know if you guys can see me clearly. If it's blur, let me know. Let me know. Exactly. The network is making a lag. Damn. The network is bad today. So for use these two trades past my face too. With gold. It's easy. It's blurry. It's going to clear off, guys. It's going to clear off. Apologies on that. I hope you can see the chat clearly. I hope you can see the chat clearly. Is the chat clear enough? At least you can see what I'm doing on the chat. Is the chat clear enough? It's clear now. All right. So now let's look at something. This right here was a trade that I took on gold yesterday. And then looking at this trade position, you're going to notice something. The market got to the region. Look at the two of them. They are quite similar, very, very identical. They're like twins, right? And the crazy part is one came first, the other one came second, like simultaneously. Now, let's look at something here. The very first trade came about, and if you look closely, you're going to see that the market started forming this formation. The first thing I tend to observe in my own system is I observe the price structure or the market structure the way you know it. And this is it here: lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and bam. Lower low, lower than this one, lower high, bam. That's it. Now notice that I did not enter trade from here. Notice I also did not enter trade from here, here, or even here. Why? Because those trades is either one of these two things. Number one is either it doesn't fit to my system. That is, my checklist did not play out rightly. Do you understand? My checklist is not complete. In the PEG system, I made you guys understand. I broke it clearly that before you enter any trade, make sure the checklists are complete. Before you enter any trade, make sure all the checklists are complete. If they're complete, then you execute. But before this trade, the checklists are not complete. It's either one is missing or the other one is missing. Trust me, if you understand the checklist, you'll know that once the trade, the setup has these five checklists, then you execute. You don't have to think it twice. Don't think it twice, right? That's exactly what happened. And don't think, okay, the checklist is, I have four, it remain one. I'll enter anyway. No, don't do that to yourself. It's a system, it's a working system. There's a reason why it's five, not four. There's a reason why he said you must follow the five checklists, not four. All right. So now, with that being said, I looked at the market rightly and I'll be like, okay, the first trade was good. I had to do it twice. Now, if you watch the previous live stream, which was the yesterday's own, you will see that I made mention that this market, I needed it to pull back into the zone. After the market broke this low right here, I expected it to come here, but it didn't. It then created a lower high here and then came downwards, right? It then created a lower high here and then came downwards. So I wanted it to pull into this zone. Then it did pull into the zone, but notice I did not get a good CSP closing below the zone. Do you understand? So here we get to this point here and then give us this engulfing. I entered. At that moment, my 5 checklist to profitability is already complete. At that moment, my 5 checklist to profitability is already complete. All I have to do is straight, no time to waste. At that moment, the moment I got that CSP, that is a confirmation. Perks, it's time to go in. 5 checklists, I've already listed this, completed all in one setup. It's a finisher. I just enter, set my calculation rightly, and I'm good to go. Please, can you give us a snippet of the 5 checklists? I'm sorry, no, I can't because I've already done that explanation in the PEG system, right? So the PEG system has everything in details. So you get it. The PEG system is coming out by 31st of August and you're good to go. You get the program, you have it. You don't need a snippet. You have it. You have the rules, you have the plan. You also have the exact time to use it. The timing matters. Timing matters. The timing matters. If you don't know the exact time, you're most likely going to be looking for the PEX checklist abstractly. You'll just be looking for it anyhow and you will not. That's exactly what happened the first time. And then the moment I hit, if you look at it, I entered from here. The moment I got this engulfing, set my stop loss above here. That's perfect. And then my take profit is 1 to 2 risks to reward around this region. And I took profit. The moment I took profit, look at what happened here. The market started to reverse. You already know how I set my stop loss. My stop loss right there is on the next high. If I set my stop loss on the next high, I'm good to go. So that is it right there. I set my stop loss here. The moment I hit take profit on that first trade, that's about 250 pips. Very good enough. The market started pulling back. Then, as it started pulling back into my zone, the question now I want to ask you is, why didn't the market continue selling from here? Why didn't the market continue selling from here? The second question is, why didn't the market sell from here? The third question is, why didn't the market sell from here? Why does it have to go up here before the sale starts? The answer is simple, because all of these regions right here, they are not valid POIs. All of these regions right here, they are not valid POIs. They are not valid POIs. And that is one thing I explained on the PEG system. How to find valid POI, I broke it down to the T. How to find valid POI, I broke it down. And that's exactly why, even after the market gave an engulfing candle like this, you can see here, it still gave us an entry and the market started dropping massively. All I had to do was set my stop loss above here. That's it. And then I put here straight. Do you understand? And I put here 1 to 3 risks to reward. This is it right here. You can see the trade. I set my stops here, take profit here. You can see how precise it was. I had like about less than 110 pips, and that's exactly what happened here. The valid POI didn't play out here because there is no valid POI here. There is also no valid POI here. There is also no valid POI here until this region here. 4 until this region here. The moment I got it, I saw my CSP, I entered. Automatically, the market has completed the 5 pegs checklist to profitability, finishing. Do you understand? That's why if I enter a trade, my trades mostly look alike. Because it's a component that makes all of them. Right? It's a component that makes all of them. So if you look at this one, it's most likely even close to the same area for selling. The same thing with this one right here, right here. So it's most likely the same thing. But the problem here now is I did not set a 1 to 3 risk to reward because I knew what exactly the market could do. So what I just did is I had a 120 pips take profit. I just do 1 to 2.1 and then I'm good to go. And then this one I used the 1 to 3 for the second trade. Why did I use the 1 to 3? I'll open that, I'll expose that. I used the 1 to 3 in this second side because the risk to reward, that's because the stop loss is smaller. The stop loss is smaller, at least it's 100 pips smaller. Look at this one. Let me zoom in. Look at this one. The stop loss is about 1,200. It wasn't up to 1,200 actually, but was close to 1,200 pips stop loss. So 1,000, not 1,200, sorry, 120 pips, right? You know, if you're trading gold, if you see 1,000 here, it means 100. If you're trading gold, if you're a gold trader, you know what I mean. This right here, it says 1,198, which means 119. Do you understand? It is 119. How you know good stop loss is very simple. Just eliminate the last number before the digit, before the decimal. The last number before the digit. You already know good, so calculating stop loss shouldn't be something you should be learning now. So that's exactly what I did. I entered from here, the first one, and then executed the second one. Both of them hit take profit. Observe what happened here. The moment the market hits take profit, about 350 pips in take profit, look at what happened. Observe it. The market hit take profit and reversed once. The market hit take profit and reversed. It hit take profit and reversed and never to return to that low again. Observe it. Have the market been to this low again? No. That is to tell you that there is something that needs to be learned. You need to learn something. To trade gold, this is not even applied to only gold. You can use it on the PEX. You can use the PEX system on gold. You can use it on GBP USD. You can use it on BTC USD. You can use it on Euro USD. You can use it on GBP USD. You can use it on GBP JPY. Any pair. The only thing here is understand the 5 PEX checklist to profitability. Once you have this 5 checklist to profitability, that is a key point to navigating any type of setup. Once you see the market is completed, once you see the setup is completed, all you have to do is execute. Once you see, okay, I've identified this. Once the 5 are complete, not 4. If 4 is complete, then there's a reason why the fifth one is not there. Don't take the trade. I'm telling you guys, in case you're going to get the program, in case you're going to get the PEX system by August 31st, if you see 4 out of 5, don't take the trade. If you see 3 out of 5, don't take the trade. Let me tell you something. It can be extremely tempting. It can be extremely juicy. It can be extremely juicy. Don't take the trade. I have traded for more than 3 years, and I can tell you, I started becoming profitable when I started sticking to plan. Do you understand? I started seeing payouts. I started seeing millions before when I started sticking to plan. So if you feel like you cannot stick to the plan, then stick to poverty. Do you understand? Stick to blowing accounts. Stick to losing challenges. How does that feel? Do you understand? How does that feel? So when you think about all of this stuff, you tell yourself, I need to actually learn something new. Kevin Talent made it clear. He said, if you've watched the Kevin Talent video, you will hear that Kevin Talent went through 6 mentorships, 5 to 6 mentorships, 5 to 6 mentorships. So you that have not even gone through any mentorship, you feel like you can learn everything on YouTube. I'm sorry, you can't. You can't. Let me give you this secret, or let me give you this idea. Let me open your brain to something. If you think you can learn everything on YouTube, why do you think that trader, that mentor that is teaching on YouTube, he's teaching you charts on YouTube? Why do you think the same mentor who is teaching on YouTube also have a mentorship program where people pay for information? Why do you think so? Don't you know that if he has a mentorship program, he's obviously not going to leak everything out on YouTube. But that doesn't mean that the information is given on YouTube is not valid. It is very valid. It is just an information that will make you understand that there is more to this. So anybody trying to trade and get profitable through YouTube videos is quite funny, because at the end of the day, you will pay the market the amount of money you refuse. In fact, times 10 of the money you refuse to pay the mentor. Do you understand? No knowledge is free. No valuable knowledge is free. Of course, you're going to see what is pips, what is trend line, what is Fibonacci. You'll see them on the chart because they know that that is not the actual key to profitability. That's the truth. I'm telling you. I'm also in the line. And obviously, for sure, you are not going to pay money to learn something and then you come on YouTube. Do you understand? How will you feel if you paid for something like the PEC system now is going for 149,000 naira or $149, and then you pay $149 to learn this thing only for you to come on YouTube and you find it there? You're not going to feel okay. All right, you're not going to feel okay. Do you get? That is why privatizing things is very, very essential, because those people that decide to pay for the knowledge definitely want more knowledge. So I give them more knowledge because I know that more knowledge is power. Like they say, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. It's very, very important. If you can make more money, you can win. Exactly. I like this thing Prudent said. They will teach about strategy, but not the edge to profitability. That's the truth. That's the truth. Oh, the strategy is this, the strategy is that, the strategy is this, the strategy is that. Now, do you know the mind-blowing part? Not every mentor have the edge to the profitability. That's why you find out that not every mentorship works for everybody. Obviously, it's not supposed to work for everybody. Do you understand? But the goal here, which Prudent has already said, they will teach about strategy, but not the edge to profitability, because that is the valuable information that needs to be earned. You need it. Because if you learn support and resistance, you learn trend line, you learn this, you learn that, you learn all of the concept in fact, you learn all the concept in trading. Congratulations to you. Go on the chart and use those concepts and make money. Let's see how good that goes. It's not going to work out. It's the truth. Unless somebody, a mentor, calms down and break every bit of problem. Unless it breaks every bit of problem down, then you're going to now understand it, which is exactly what I've done in the PEG system. I've not just taught, but I've given you pathway. Do you understand? Step by step process. Step by step process. I've made it a step by step process to actually getting funded. My goal here is not even for you to be making a lot of money and just making money. No, no, no. I want the money to have a practical way of making it. That is a repeated way, a way that can be recycled. Have you ever drank any bottle and then they tell you on the label of the bottle, they say, please recycle me? Okay, just like this circle. They say, please recycle me. Why? Because they want to use that bottle to do something else, or use the bottle to actually make something. They don't want to dispose it. That is what I want to make of you. I don't want to just make you okay, make money, make money. No. I want a situation whereby you can use the same system, recycle it into yourself, recycle it into someone else, recycle it into different accounts, and you can make money from it. Different account, different trading account. You can have your personal account, you can have your funded account, and you're still going to be making money because you have the key. That is exactly what happened here on this chart. Looking at it, you're going to see that yes, this is a good trading system because everything aligned rightly. The first trade and the second trade look alike and they're looking all good. Do you understand? So we're going to use the same thing for more trades and we're going to still make more money. All right. So August 31st, which is 8 a.m. on Monday, next week Monday. Today is the last live stream for the week. Next week Monday, we're going to be having the PEG system launch. Next week, Monday, we're going to be having the PEG system launch by 8 a.m. I want to see everybody win. If you're on the wait list, it means that you've already automatically secured a slot and you're going to be getting a 15% off. The fee is currently 149, but you're going to be getting it at 127, which means you've secured a discount of 22,000 naira, which is great. For you, you've already gotten the chance to get everything to become a funded trader. Like you can see right here, this is the program. We're going to be launching it. I'm super excited about that. You can see right here everything you need. Let me refresh it once more. Everything you need to become profitable is here because I know how to go about prop firm. My goal is not just to teach you a new strategy. No, my goal is to show you a roadmap to profitability. How are you, James? It's been a while. How are you doing today? Are you okay? Now, if you look at this, you're going to see that we have everything right here. This stuff needs to just be refreshed. You can see right here, the introduction is a little bit below, which you can see the introduction, everything you're going to learn is here. This one obviously is a glitch, is supposed to be at the top, right? It's a glitch. But inside of the course, inside of the program, inside of the videos, inside of the lectures, you're going to see it there. So here, the self-mastery, you see how to understand yourself. Understanding yourself is the major thing because if you don't understand who you are, if you don't understand the type of trader you have been that is making you unprofitable, you're not going to win. So we have to debunk that first. We have to remove that first. I have to make sure you stop thinking like who you were before because that has gotten you nowhere. I need to implant new thought process in you so you can actually understand how to think and then start to apply the wisdom required to win. Now, if you look again, you're going to see here, after you've debunked everything, the first one is the mindset shift from unprofitability to profitability, then thought process of a profitable funded trader. All of them is going to take only 34 minutes of your time. Only 34 minutes of your time, which means the lectures in there, it is only 34 minutes combined. The first one is 18 minutes, the second one is 15 minutes, and that's it. Then after that, this is where you get to learn how to navigate the market and make money. The PEG strategy for day trading, right? If you've gotten the PEG strategy that I taught in the probably last year, then you will know that the PEG strategy that is for swing trading. This one is for day trading. So swing trading is holding trades for a longer period of time. Day trading is just like we did yesterday. I entered a trade before 12 o'clock and I closed out on that trade while like in like 1 hour time I made profit 1 to 2 weeks to reward and I closed out on XEUSD, the first trade before 12 o'clock. So yeah, before 1 o'clock, not 12 o'clock. Before 1 o'clock, I've already closed out on the trade. That's 1 hour. That's day trading because everything was executed in a particular day. And then I hit take profit that still particular day. Do you get? So it's very, very essential. This is how you can do it. Day trading, right? So it's still the same pattern. It's still the same thing. It is just that we are dealing with a lower time frame now. That is what happens when you understand price structure, when you understand candlesticks, you can navigate time frames and you know which works best for you. So if you feel like you want to start making money daily instead of holding trades for days, for weeks, and then the market is going to give you bread, you can actually learn the day trading. So it's still same idea but different concepts in terms of executions. Now look closely here. You're going to find out that there is how to find a valid POI in there. All right, how to find valid POI. Now when you understand how to find a valid POI, what does this mean? A POI is point of interest. Is also known as area of interest. Do you understand? So now, if you don't, this is the disadvantage of not knowing how to find a valid POI. The disadvantage is that you're going to be thinking every level that the market reacts to can sell the market. Do you understand? Every level that the market react to can sell the market. Let's visit gold back. Let me show you what I'm talking about where you don't know a valid POI. The disadvantage of not knowing a valid POI. This is what is most likely going to happen to you. Now look at this. Look at this right here. Let's say we don't know that this market is going to act, we don't know the valid POI, right? Let's say we don't know the valid POI and this is where the market wants to sell, right? Now let me delete all of this stuff. Let's say we don't know the valid POI right there, and then this market starts to reverse like this. The moment you start to see market reversing like this, because you don't know the valid POI at this region, because you don't know the valid POI, you will want to start selling from that place. You want to start selling from that place. You want to start selling from there. You want to start selling from here. That blue arrow. Now, what happens to you? Now, let's say you execute that sale and then you be like, okay, we're selling from here. I'll set my stop loss here. And then I'm targeting 1 to 2 weeks to reward. Peck say we should target 1 to 2 weeks to reward. What happens to you? You're going to be in profit and then later on, you get stopped out. Do you understand? You get stopped out never to see that profit, the light of a profit. Now, what you're going to now start thinking is, the market was against me and I was in profit. Oh, I could have just closed out when I was up about 50 pips. I would have just closed up when I was up about 50 pips. 50 pips would have helped me pass my challenge. No, don't think like that. Think. Kevin Talent said it. He made me understand one thing. He said that if a trade did not go in your direction, don't just accept the loss. Think, why did it not happen? Do you understand? Why did it not happen? Why? That's the question. A question is what opens answer. Like if you bring a question, that is why if you're in class and your teacher is teaching and then he'll be like, okay, quadratic equation is this and this and that. He talks. Everybody talks. And then he is done talking. But you are there in your seat and you're confused. You're not understanding fully. Everybody have been in this shoe. You're not understanding fully, but because you're scared, you're like scared of what your classmates will think of you. You will not ask question. How many of us have been in the same shoes? I've been in the same shoe. Let me know if you've been in that shoe. Drop some W's in the chat. You're scared, right? You don't want to like look funny or ask funny question. What you're going to do now is you're going to keep quiet. You're going to keep quiet. Guess what happens? The moment you keep short, the moment you keep quiet, you've already closed an opportunity to learn more. You've closed an opportunity to learn more. Do you understand? You've closed an opportunity to learn more. It happens to almost everybody because the truth is we are scared. We are humans. Of course, we don't want to be intimidated. We don't want to be laughed at. It happened to me a lot of times. I used to be a shy person that I don't used to talk. I don't used to this. But now, if you near me, any minute of the day, I might just start recording you. Any minute of the day, I might just start recording you. I don't bring out my phone, I start recording you or recording myself talking on the camera because I know I'm going to post it. But how many people can actually talk on the camera? One thing you should think of is you be like, you think talking to the camera like this is easy. You think it's easy. The crazy part is knowing that people are going to watch that thing that you're posting. You think it's easy. It's not. It's the same thing as asking questions in a class full of 20 people, 30 people right in that class. You don't want to feel intimidated, do you? You don't. I see the W's. So we are all in this together. But then the moment you decide not to ask that question, what happened? You've closed the opportunity for learning. That is what happens here, right? That is what happens here. Automatically, the moment you don't ask a question, why didn't this market hit my take profit? You've closed the opportunity for learning. You've closed it. If you just be like, oh, losses are losses, you will not learn. Kevin Talent made me understand that thing. He said, every trade you take have a reason behind it. And I also added it to the program. I told him I'm creating a program that is going to help a lot of traders get funded. He was like, oh, wow, okay. Then I asked him, what do you think I can actually add in it that's going to help people become better? Then he made it, he stated it clear, and I added it there. So, what does it mean? It means that you're getting knowledge not from just me alone, but from refined, profitable traders. And Kevin Talent is a very good prop firm trader. He said it there. I don't know if I added that part, but there are a lot of things that I did not add in this live stream, in the interview, because it was long. The interview was 37 minutes. 37 minutes. 37. The interview was 37 minutes, but the entire video is it up to 20 minutes? I doubt if the entire video was up to 20 minutes. But only the live stream alone was 37 minutes. 37. Okay, now you can see the entire video here is 19 minutes 54 seconds. I did not add everything because it was just dropping bars, 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 bars. And these bars, I'm telling you, he's currently funded about $300,000 to $400,000 in funding. But guess what? He's not using it for anything. He's not using it for anything. He said it. It was like, even now, I'm trading a funded account, but I'm not really into it. If I just get payout of $7,000, $5,000, $7,000, $10,000, I'm done. I'll just leave it. I'm currently funded about $400,000, $300,000 to $400,000. Reluctantly saying it, lackadaisically displaying that he's king over the prop firm. You don't have to. Why? Because he has an account that is equal to a prop firm account. So why should he stress himself? His account size is well over 6 figures in dollars. He has more than $100,000 in funding. Why am I telling you this? Because Kevin Talent gave us an information. We are the ones that are coming up. All right. Compared to Kevin Talent, I'm still coming up. Compared to you, you are still coming. Compared to me, you are still coming up. Do you understand? So you need to understand that when people have gone to a particular place and they tell you that that place is dangerous, don't go. Or if you must go, go with guidance. And that is what I'm making you understand right now. If you miss out on this, you don't know a valid POI. You're going to fall victim for all of this. All right? Any small reaction on the market, what's going to happen? You are going to fall victim for it. Now, look at the first trade. You don't know that this is a valid POI. You don't know this is not a valid POI. What happens? You fall victim for it, right? That one go. Now, you enter the next trade right here. You can see the market is already reacting right here. The market wants to start selling. Now, what happens to you psychologically? What happens to you psychologically is the fact that the moment you fail at a first entry, your brain starts to tell you it's time to enter the next trade. It's time to enter the next trade. Now, the moment you're seeing a candlestick selling at a particular spot, because you don't know that that is not a valid POI, because you cannot really identify a valid POI, what happens to you? Because of you are seeing a selling candle there, what's going to happen? Coupled with the fact that you lost here, so you might want to have that thinking of revenge trading. You're going to enter here again, set your stop loss here, and then you take profit even below. You can even drag it to the last low because you want to recover your losses, right? What happens to you? Automatically, you're getting stopped out. This one, there is no even mercy. You're not seeing anything like profit. You understand? You can see right there, you're not going to get anything like profit at all. And then the next one, whereby you're looking for a valid POI, you then come here. Okay, the next trade, you've already lost 1% here. You've lost 2% here. Now you're looking here for what? You now be like, okay, let me enter this one. The same stop loss size, your target is still below. The same stop loss size, your target is still going to even be longer because now you're expecting it to get to this lowest of lows. What happens to you? You've lost 3 trades in a row. You've lost 3 trades in a row. And this is not because of any other thing. This is because of ignorance. 3 trades in a row, you've lost it because of ignorance. Why? Because you don't know where to actually apply the knowledge of finding a valid POI. The first one is even better than the second entry. The second entry is even worse. It's even better than the third entry, because your first entry, you were in profit a little bit, at least 50 pips. You saw the light of blues. The second profit, immediately you did not see blues. The market still gave you time to close out. The market still gave you time to close out. At least you still have candles like this. You still have one candle, two candle, three candle, then the fourth candle got you stopped out. But your third entry, the moment you enter, the next candle already hit you out once. You can look at it here. The next candle immediately stopped you out. Right here. The next candle immediately stopped you out. What am I trying to outline here? If you understand the valid POI, you make good money. Then you have looked for all of this opportunity only for PEX to come here and be like, okay, looking at this market right now, I only need this market to give me my zone and my POI. Once I've seen the POI right there, all of this stuff is unnecessary. I'll just delete it, wait for it right there, and then execute. Once I see it, I set my stop loss perfectly above the next high right here, and then I take profit on this low right here. Or I will do a 1 to 3 weeks to reward, and I'm good to go. What happens? You have lost how many times? You've lost 3 times, only for me to come and then execute once. And what happened? I make good money. Set my take profit here. The crazy part is the take profit. The craziest part is the take profit, because my take profit was so precise that the market hit the take profit and reversed back up. Do you see the difference? You've entered 3 good trades, right? And you lost 3%. But me, I entered 1 trade and I made 3%. Do you understand? Now, the thing about losing trades is the fact that when you lose trade, you'll be reluctant to execute the next one. So imagine losing about 3 good trades. Do you think you're going to get the courage to enter the fourth one? Then that is what happens when you now be like, the trade I'm trying to sell, the market now sold. My village people are after me. No, you're just not after the right knowledge. That is why I broke it down here. I cleared it off in the PEG system because this is a major problem I faced. I'm telling you, this is a major problem I faced. And that is why I broke it down here. How to find a valid POI. Not just how to find POI, but a valid one. A POI that can work well. A POI that is responsible. A POI that is reliable. That when you see it in line with the 5 PEGs checklist of profitability, you're going to win. You're going to win. The crazy part is you don't just use a POI to trade. No, the POI must be in line with the 5 checklist. It must be in line. If it is not in line, don't enter that trade. This is me. I'm beating my chest. I'm telling you one thing. If you see the 5 checklist, take 10 trades. Take 10 trades. Review the 10 trades. If all 5 checklists is complete, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If all 5 are complete and you execute 10 times, even if it's different days, 10 times, evaluate that trade. Evaluate that trade. That doesn't mean you will not lose some. You will lose some. But what is going to be in your favor is that you will have a higher win rate. You will have a higher win, and then your own profit margin is going to be more than the losses. Why? Because it's a proven system. It's not a system for only me. It's a system that works. Do you understand? So if I can use it to get payout more than 20 million, it's possible. You can get more than that. Do you understand? You can get more than that because now you have what it takes. If I can use prop firm to get my dream car, this is a car that if you look at my screen, if you look at my this thing, I've always had this car right here. Do you understand? So, and then I got it. If Problem can do it for me, then there is no point. Trust me, this is possible. It's possible. This is a car. It's possible. It's possible. Now the dream is bigger than a car. And I'm working on the next plan. The dream is bigger than a car. So one thing I believe is if you know that you're going to achieve it, go for it. Go for it. If you go to the market, ask how much is RX 350. 2015 model. Ask it, how much is it? They'll tell you the price. Then you remember that the five checklist to profitability is what made Pex that amount of money. Just do the favor and make that research, or just write it on Google. Anything. Write it on Google. Nigerian price. Write it on Google because they might give you American price in dollars. So, but obviously that's not what we did here. So, what am I trying to make you understand? The confluences before entry are very, very essential. This is the area where you're going to be seeing the five checklists to profitability. This is where you're going to be seeing the five checklists to profitability, because at this point, this is where you must follow. It's a system. If you follow it, you win. Then, did I also mention how to enter and exit trades? Trust me, if you don't know how to exit trade, you're going to feel losses so much that it is going to penetrate your bones. Just look at this. Let me tell you something. Look at this. Let me show you something on the chart again. Just look at this XAUSD trade and tell me, imagine I do not know where to take my profit. Imagine my take profit, let's say, imagine my take profit has been a little bit lower like this. Just a little bit lower like this. Just a little bit lower like this. What do you think would have happened? I would have been the biggest, I don't want to use a curse word, but it is going to be annoying, pain in my bones. Because this is XAUSD, this is not any other pair. This is XAUSD, which means I've already gone down 350 pips, 350 pips. I'm already up 350 pips times my standard lot. 350 pips times a standard lot. Calculate it. You're making $3,000, bro. You're making $3,000 easy. $3,000 times Naira is more than 5 million. Is more than 5 million on a freaking trade. On a trade, you're up 5 million. If you don't know the purchasing power of 5 million naira, just let me remind you that 5 million can buy a car. Yes, it can buy a car. 5 million naira can buy a car. That's what you're on a trade. Respect forex traders. Respect forex traders. So if you're a forex trader, that's that. No wonder when Happy Forex steps into the place, everybody's shouting this, because it's like a superpower. You know how to trade this market? It's like a superpower. It's like a superpower for real. Something others are struggling with, you're doing it effortlessly. It's like a superpower. So I'm not surprised if they are hailing him, if they are doing this, if they are idolizing him, because it's something they are finding difficult, but he is doing it effortlessly. He just bought a Lamborghini. Do you know how much a Lamborghini is? We're no longer talking about millions. We're talking about billions. Billions with the B. Billions. Do you know how much money a billion is? Come to think of it, can you conceptualize it? If somebody tell you you're going to make a 1 billion naira in the next 2 years, will you say amen? There's some kind of prayer point that are going to tell you, you're going to be like, that's a bloody lie. But because you're a Christian and you feel like your faith can carry it, you just use one part of your faith and just be like, you're going to, amen. Having enough doubt in your heart. If I tell you now, oh, you've not gotten a payout before, okay, most of you guys have not seen a 1 million naira, right? And then I now tell you, you're going to see your first 100 million naira with profit payout in the next 30 days. Explain that. It's not possible. It's possible, but you're new to the millions. You're going to be scared of taking such risks that can give you 100 million. It's normal. But will you tell Happy Forex now that you're going to not make 100 million naira in your next trade? That's a lie. He knows how to control it. He has the mindset already. It's all about mindset. That is why we added self-mastery to the very first segment. That's the very first module. That is exactly what you're going to be learning. That mindset. Erase unprofitability and bring in profitability. That is the point. That is the starting point. That's the starting point. Do you understand? That is the starting point. If you have that, then you can now learn the technique and all those things. Do you understand me? Just take a look at this trade and imagine I had not known where to take profit. Imagine I had not known where to take profit. I would have been losing 5 million naira on the table. I would have lost 5 million on the table. Do you understand? And do you know the crazy part? I forgot to even set take profit at that trade. I forgot because I was see when you have multiple accounts, right? When you have multiple accounts, you need some level of calmness. I was trying to execute on multiple accounts. I was also trying to send the trade to Telegram. I was also trying to control my other phone and all those stuff. So I just executed, I set stop loss because the moment I'm executing, I'm setting stop loss. But I did not set take profit on that trade. So what it means is I did not close entirely on $3,500 because of 350 pips. I closed in about 2,000 plus. Okay, I closed in about $2,300. Let me take a screenshot and zoom in. I closed in about 2,300. This is it here. This is the first trade. This is the second trade here. So I closed. The second trade is $2,365. The first trade made me. That's the first sale made me $1,328. The second one $2,365. Combined, that's about $4,000. So it's still more than the 5 million. Do you understand? It's still more than the 5 million. Mind you, this is not the payout. Come on. This is not the payout. This is not the payout. The payout has already been planned. That one, I don't used to risk too much on that account because, bro, I need money consistently. As long as it can keep coming, that is the goal. As long as you can keep, see, let me tell you, if you understand that the money, the inflow, once you understand money, you understand that the inflow is what matters. If you can see, if you can keep getting $1,000 in payout bi-weekly, if you can keep getting $1,000 in payout monthly, like $1,000 in payout, if you can continue getting it in a year, you're going to get $12,000. $12,000 in a year. $12,000, which is every month. If you successfully do it every month, like one, which I've already given the plan in the PEG system, if you can successfully do it 1 month, 1K, 1 month, 1K, you think 1K is not enough? How much are people being paid in Nigeria? You're well above the minimum wage. Please stop thinking too extravagant. Calm down. $1,000 right now for somebody that has not seen a million naira or you have not seen a million naira in trading. This is at least, I'm not talking about 1,200. I'm saying $1,000. This is about roughly 1.4 million. Roughly 1.4 million. 1.4 million roughly, right? Because of the exchange rate. Now, if you have 1.4 million, 1.4 million roughly every month, think about it. It's possible. But you are not going to see yourself better because somebody can easily make $12,000 on a payout. Yes, somebody can make $12,000 on a single payout. Then you start looking at yourself less. That is a broke mentality. It's a poverty striking mentality. You are going to start thinking that I'm making only $1,000. Somebody's making 12,000. You're ready to go back to poverty. Trust me, you're ready to go back. Because if you don't appreciate your 1.4 million naira, God is going to take it out from you. And the moment He takes it off, you're going to cry. You cry. You cry. Do you understand? You cry, big cry. Remember those days where I usually make money. This I've not even come into trading at all. I've not even seen the light of trading. Right? That was years back. I make Like, let me just give you a quantifying example. Let me give you a quantifying example of the kind of money I make. Then, every Sunday, yeah, every Sunday, before I go to church, on a Saturday, listen, every Saturday, which means every week, I go to a boutique and I buy clothes. This is years back, right? I buy clothes and my outfit for the next day, which is Sunday, cost above 100,000 naira. Every Saturday, I would do this. Every Saturday. This was years back. I've never even come across trading. I don't know what trading is. I have not seen trading before. This was like in 2019, 2020. I started trading in 2022. But every Sunday, my outfit cost at least 100,000 naira. That is the lowest. It can be more than that. But 100,000 naira, that's what I'm going to wear to church. And I will not repeat it again. I will not repeat it again next Sunday. I will go and buy another one. I will not repeat it again next Sunday. I will go and buy another one. For somebody who is doing that, can you think how much does that person make? At least nothing less than 500, 600K in that time frame. But let me tell you something. Why did I bring this up? My business was doing nice. It was great. My business was flourishing until I started being extravagant. Bro, you think you can spend money? I've calmed down now. I've literally calmed down. If it was me before and I have the money I have right now, then, nah, I've calmed down. I was so extravagant to the point that it's crazy. What God did to me, what God did to me, He wiped out everything. Everything. I'm telling you, everything. Every. Let me now still you see the way I quantified the amount of money I was making by clothes. Let me quantify the brokenness level. Let me quantify the brokenness level. I became broke to the point that I became poor. I wouldn't use the word poor because I'm not old enough. Have I even gotten to I don't know. Have I gotten to 20 then? No. I don't know. But I was still small. I became broke to the point that my dad was the person who buys me data. My dad was the person who buys me data. Like, my dad was the person who buys me data. I'd be like, Daddy, I don't have data. Please do me data. You will do data for me, 500. You will do data for me, 1.5. And I'll use the data for 1 week. Me, use data 1 week. Me, use data 1 week. I will use it 1 week because I know it's not coming from my pocket. Until one very day, I prayed and I said, God, I know I've been very stubborn, extravagant, and very silly. And I vowed, I was looking up the sky in my room. I was looking at the sky, broke as hell. Now, before I made that prayer, there's no shoe that I did not buy. Like, there's no shoe that I did not buy. Mention the Nike. I have them, or I had them. There's no shoe that I did not buy. I had them. I was looking at the shoes when I did that prayer. I was looking at the shoes and I was looking at myself. And I'd be like, now, of what use is this shoe? I was looking at the clothes I was buying weekly. Of what use are these clothes? I was so pained because I could not even sell them. I could not sell them. That's the craziest part. I could not sell them. If you attempt to sell it, the amount of money they will give you, it will vex your bone. It will not even be equal to anything you bought it. So I rather just let them be. And that was where I now made my vow. I'll be like, God, if you give me another money again, I swear down, I will not spend it extravagantly. God answered that prayer, but it took time, it took years. It took years. And that is why almost every day of my life, you can see this room. You can see this room. You can see this room. I don't go out. I don't spend madly. I don't even buy clothes because if it was me of then, ah, how much is Gucci again? How much is Gucci again? Baba, we will find it. We will go and find it where they are selling it and buy it. Even if it's 1 million per cloth, we'll buy it or ga, we'll buy it. Because now e choke funds dey, but that brain is off. Do you understand? That that is crazy. So I'm telling you right now, I like this thing he said. That's crazy, man. From grace to grass. Exactly. Thank God for second chance. I'm telling you, don't play with your second chance. So that's what I'm saying, that if you are getting a payout of $1,000 and you're seeing somebody making $12,000, what you used to make in a year, somebody's making in a single payout. Don't be don't be, I don't even know what to say. Don't be ungrateful. Be grateful that you are seeing your 1.4 million JJ. Because if God collects it from you last song, you will cry. I find it difficult to eat then, bro. When you get to some certain age, your parents are not going to, obviously, you self, you will not even, you when you get to some certain age, you will not be interested in the food they cook again. You understand? You will not be interested in the food they cook again. You want special something. That mostly this thing always happens mostly when you've seen money. If you've seen money, like that explanation I gave you now, that time I used to buy anything I want. But when I stopped seeing the money, then I went back to pressure. Don't be like me. Oh. So thank your God that you're seeing your even if it is $200 payout. If you're seeing your $100 payout, receive it, but pray for more, because $200 is not going to take you anywhere. Then when they use $200 go price car, you have not even entered millions. You're still in the thousands. So in essence, this is me telling you that if you erase your mindset, that's in the past. Bring a new one, you're good to go. And that vow I made that day was what actually is changing my life now. Because I'm telling you, if I was still extravagant as before, it will show. It will show by force. It will show. That's something you should learn. So back to the chart. I said, if I had done any mistake and left this trade to keep going, bro, I'm cooked. I closed the trade around here, around this region here. Now, let's say around here. But when I closed it, I manually closed it because I said I've already forgotten that I did not say take profit. But my other positions were closed at this point because my other accounts were closed at this point because of I said take profit on that one, but I forgot to set take profit on this one. So when this candle is reversing, that's this blue candle here, I closed out around the blue candle right there. So I just secured 2-3. 2-3 is not bad now. So that one, and again, the risk to reward is still making sense. You can see it here. You can see the 2-3 right there. It's still making sense. You close out and you're good to go. Do you understand? But all of this will not happen if I don't understand a valid POI. If I don't know what a valid POI means, I'm definitely sure I will miss out on these gold sales. The second time, I'm sure I will miss out on the gold sales again. You understand? I'm sure I will miss out on the gold sales again. It's very, very essential you know where you are buying, you know where you are selling. Now, let me show you something that is very, very important in this program as well that you guys might miss. But because I will outline it, it's not something you miss. Now, if you don't understand candles, if you don't understand the type of candles you should be looking out for, I've given you guys an actual breakdown on that. If you look closely, you're going to see the understanding CSP. Most of you guys are asking me, what's CSP? What's CSP? CSP is candlestick pattern. CSP breaks down every candlestick pattern that is highly reliable and you should be using. I don't use any type of candlestick I see and enter trade. No. I have a specific type, and they are mostly three or four. Once I see them, I execute. If I don't see them, I know, okay, it's not yet time to execute. Candlestick is also part of the checklist. So you should have an understanding of what I'm trying to teach you here. Do you understand? So walk in line with what you're doing. Then I also made sure I broke down everything regarding prop firm. So if you're new to prop firm, you're going to see the rules here. This is an in-depth breakdown on rules. If you look at the curriculum, you're going to see understanding prop firm and its rules, planning phase 1, planning phase 2, planning the funded stage, understanding consistency rule, what's trailing drawdown. I break that down there. And you can also see the class assessment. The class assessment is where you basically get informations about your class assessment, and you can see there they say click here for updates. This is where I send live classes. Probably the live class, that is the live session, we're going to be having it twice a week, on Monday and on Wednesday. Let's say by on Monday, which the live class is to start by 10 a.m., you don't have time, probably you're in work, probably you're in your office or something like that, you have a recap. You can watch the recap. Then when you watch the recap, you can ask questions. You ask questions in the Telegram private community. When you ask questions, I'll reference back to it and I'll reply your question. I'm definitely going to be the one replying you technical questions, and then the admin is going to be replying normal inquiries and all those stuff. So, but here you get the reply directly. All right. So this one, like I said, is going to be at the top. So don't bother yourself on this one. It's going to be the first one because it's the introduction. So here is everything you need to know. Once you learn it, you're going to be having the opportunity to get the same result as these guys. How many payout do I have here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 5. Okay, 4. 1 is replicated twice. So 5. So 4. Those 4 is more than, I don't need, like, you just have to go and check it. You'll see what I'm talking about, right? And that's it here. So this is a trade that we took as well. You can see the trade playing out nicely. This trade, if you can remember this trade, this on gold. I made it clear. I think this on gold. Okay, on GBP USD. This one was on gold. This was the one on gold. Where this trade, I told you guys, this was the trade that we used to come back on the live stream. I made 3 mil on this trade. Right here, 3 mil. I made it on this trade. I have a live stream with the thumbnail there. All right, so this trade gave us what we needed and we're good to go. The trade, we entered it from here, second one, and then the third one. You can see the trade hit take profit. You can see this is the peg system in action. This, okay, sorry, this was the trade I used to make 3 mil, right? This one right here, because this trade is two type of trades. We sold first and then we bought second. We sold first and then we bought second, right? So all of this stuff has been explained here. Now, how do you get access to this? The PEC system right now is at 149,000. Now, 149,900 is the fee, but you can get a 22,000 naira discount. Thereby, 22,000 minus 149, you get to pay it 127. This is not a 1 month program. It's not a 2 month program. It's a 3 months program, a 90-day program that is going to help you get funded. Not just funded, it is also going to make sure you get your first payout if you can actually pass the challenges in that space of 90 days. But you're going to understand everything that it takes to get funded and get your first payout. My actual goal for you is not to just get your first payout, but to make your first million with prop firms. Your first million with prop firms. And all it takes is only $700. And also, did I make mention, you're going to learn the 7-figure scaling plan. The 7-figure scaling plan is how you can use a 5K account to get $1,000 in payouts. Do you think it's not true? It's not possible? It's in the program. How you can use a 5K account to get $1,000 in payout. Everything is there. I've been trading profit for 3 years. There is no rule you want to tell me now that is going to sound new to me. I understand that rule. I have reviewed a lot of prop firms. I can tell you this prop firm is bad, this prop firm is good, this prop firm have tricky rules, this prop firm is that, is this, because I have gone deep into it. I know it is my work. I literally don't do any other thing again. This is the right before I was a graphic designer, but now I'm a full-time forex trader. I'm a full-time trader. I'm a full-time forex educator. I'm a full-time anything you know on this. Anything you are seeing me is full-time. Anything you're seeing me doing, if it's a video that I'm creating, is full-time. Is it forex I'm doing is full-time. You can never see me out of it. I'm active, always active. There's no time you send me a message. If I want to reply you, I'll reply you because I'm always active, full-time. This is the job. Do you understand? So if you want to get access to this, very simple. The waitlist is going to be closing today. The waitlist is going to be closing today. Now, the waitlist gives you the 15% discount. If you don't join the waitlist, then there's a huge chance you might still be in the room of trading with $149, 149,000 naira. And if you're not in Nigeria, you can obviously come here, change the currency, and then you're going to get it $149. If you're not in, you cannot use US. Let's say you're in UK, you can get it at 149 pounds. You can also see it here, Ghana cedis. You can get it with your Ghanaian card and all those stuffs. We made everything possible on the site. You can actually use Kenya shilling. Some of you guys are from Kenya. You can see it right here. If you're not from Kenya and you decide everything is here, I even Sefa, you can see it right here. Everything is here. Everything broken down there. And on the official website, probably you want to use crypto. You can pay in crypto. The official website is going to be launching on the 31st as well. That is what I'm going to use for the live launch. All right. That is what I'm going to use for the live launch. So we can have the PEX system get us funded. If you have any question, let me know. My goal here for you is to be able to get your first million naira from prop firm. It is possible. I have done it multiple times. My students have done it multiple times. Then you're not going to be an exception. The goal, have a good system, know exactly what you're looking for on the chart, and execute with confidence. If I don't have confidence, definitely I will not be executing those two trades. If I don't have confidence, I will not be executing those two trades at all, because these two trades are phenomenal trades. Why I like them is the fact that one happened in London session and the other happened in New York session, and everything happened just similarly. If you have any question on the PEG system, let me know. We've had a great time on this live stream. This is over 1 hour, 30 minutes, and I'm loving it. All right. Let me go back to it so you can see your questions. This question can come in. Any question before we call it off? I see one question here. I've always think trading is a high scalable business and someone don't really need other business to build wealth once you find your edge in trading. Is this true? Now, one thing you need to understand is, Victor, if you're still on this live stream, every business you're doing shouldn't be the only business you're doing. If you're trading, I really do not, I would not recommend having only trading as a major source of income. Yes, trading can end up, even if you found your edge, like for me now, trading is not my entire major source of income. Do you understand? It's a significant part. It's act as a significant part, but that's not the only thing. If like why? Because you need psychological freedom from the chart, because if the chart encroaches you, you will lose back to back to back to back. Even after finding your edge, you're going to lose back to back. And I don't want that for you. So, yes, if you have your edge, you need other businesses to sustain your mentality. You need to understand that when you have money, what happens? The moment you have money, your brain, your brain automatically gives you freedom from thinking of the problem that could come if you don't have money. Let me break that down deeply. If you don't have money, all your brain thinks is, how can I get money? How can I get money? But when you have money, your brain gives you that freedom from thinking, how can I get money, to opening your brain. Your brain tends to open and expand to doing other things that does not equate to how can I make money. Instead, it is giving you freedom to enjoy other things. If you have money, that's why you see that people that have money is they are the good ones. They are free spirit. Like, no stress. That's the word. There are no stress. They don't need to stress over things because that thought process of how can I make money, how can I make, has been diluted. That thought process has been diluted. Do you get me? So if you have a good system, if you are looking for your edge, even if you've gotten the edge, have another business, because if you don't, you're always going to be in the jeopardy of losses and wins, because the market obviously is not something that you want. It's highly volatile. So yes, have a good business. It's very, very important even after you win. So now, is there a deadline to making payment after the launch? I love this question. Now, there is a deadline, right, to making payment after the launch. Now, what we're going to be doing, since this is our first launch for the PEX system, we are giving room for people who are on the wait list at least some few time, right? If you're on the wait list, then you might want to use that 15% coupon code, because you're going to get a coupon code, right? You're going to get a coupon code 15% off. So if you get that 15% off, you can use it at least for the next 72 hours. You can use it. If you don't use it for the next 72 hours, it's going to expire, right? Then you're going to make the payment full. So you need to be in the wait list. You get the 15%. Once we launch, you use it immediately. That way, you can secure your spot having a discount of 22,000 naira. You save 22K, and that's good. All right. So now, if you're not on the wait list, is there a deadline for the launch? Then I don't think there is a um, deadline for payment. This only applies to the waitlist people you get for the coupon code. Only applies to the waitlist people. So that's basically it. So if you're on the waitlist, then I think I've answered your question. Do you trade all other forex pairs or only stick to GBP USD, Euro USD, and gold, and BTC USD? I and add BTC USD to it. GBP USD, Euro USD, gold, and BTC USD. Sometimes, sometimes. So yes, I don't trade any other pair aside GBP, USD, Euro, USD, gold, and BTC. BTC sometimes, but my major focus is GBP, USD, and Euro, USD. Then gold comes often. How many years have you been trading now? Entirely 4, but prop firm 3. I started 2022. I started in 2022, and I started trading. Of course, I'm trying to find my edge and all those stuffs. But when I got it, 2023, that was when I started firing down. So you can call it 3 years, you can call it 2 years. I want to use someone ATM card. It might not really affect you. It might not affect you. Just make sure your name is the one that is on the account so everything works well. In the PEG system, why don't you use higher time frame to mark up your POI? Great. I like this question. Why I don't use higher time frame to mark up your POI is because if you go to the higher time frame, you have changed the pattern. You've changed the system. The idea is day trading, which means that let me expatiate your mind on this one. Listen, this is technically backed up. If you go on the higher time frame to mark up your zones, what happens is the fact that it is going to take a longer time to get to those zones. It is going to take a longer time to fulfill that trade, right? Somebody trading on the higher time frame, listen, somebody trading on the higher time frame, me trading on the lower time frame, I can hit take profit twice before you hit once. Do you understand? That is the major idea behind day trading. I want to hit take profit in the same day I enter that trade so I can close and I'm done. But the moment I go to the higher time frame, there's a huge chance I'm not going to hit take profit that day. It has violated the system, it has violated the pattern, it has violated the plan. That doesn't mean that the higher time frame is not good. No, it is good. You can do your thing there. But for me, the plan is make money the same day or lose money the same day. So I know the next day is a fresh trade, not holding one position for 350 years. I don't like it. For me, this is a personal thing for me. So if you are left and you want to actually make money, do you understand? If you're left and you want to actually make money, then you can actually, like, you want to make money in a day, then you might want to consider day trading. Do you get? So, but once you go to the higher time frame, things becomes longer. Things takes more time. Do you get? That's like, it's time. Time is money. It's in trading. I understand that one. Time is money. If you go to the higher time frame, you're going to start dealing with longer time. You're going to start dealing with longer risk reward. You're going to start dealing with longer this, longer that, because higher time frame gives you a more extended area. That's the reality. If you go on the 4 hour time frame and you mark up a chart, or you go on the 1 week and you mark up a chart, before a 5 minutes candle can get to that APOI, it's going to take time. And when it gets there, your mind is now going to be like, higher risk to reward. Yes, you will not consider how long will this risk to reward take before it hits that take profit. That is where your emotion starts to play with you. You don't have the emotions for a swing trading, for a swing trader. Why go on the higher time frame? That's why I made mention of self mastery in the program. Made mention of self mastery. Know yourself, understand the type of trader you are, then execute. It's very, very simple. It's very, very simple. So some people might actually want to get this program because of the understanding of prop firms and all those things, not even because of the strategy. It's not bad. Do you understand? This goal is not to teach you a new strategy. It is to teach you how to pass prop firms rightly. Then if you think your strategy is good, but you don't have the actual plan to passing prop firms, then you can get the program. Just what you're going to just do is simple. Don't open this part. Leave this spec strategy. Just leave the spec strategy alone, because this place is going to teach you the exact strategy I use. But because you don't feel, you feel your own strategy is good enough, you just want to learn about prop firm, then allow this place be. Just let it be, and then learn this other part. You're good to go. If you feel your strategy is very good. So, which means as a new student to the PEC system, my 3 months academics session starts after the payment, right? No, it doesn't. I like this question you asked, and this is very, very good. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I'll take that again. No, it doesn't. Now, this is why. Every academic session is meant for 90 days, right? Every session is for 90 days. We want a situation where you come in 90 days, you're done, you get funded, another batch comes in, another batch comes in. Well, that's the idea. Do you get me? That's the idea. But a situation whereby, okay, now you now come in like another day, what happens? You've obviously altered the academic session, because you are going to be overlapping. But the good news is, because we are just dropping the PEG system right now, there is an opportunity for this, because the plan is September, October, November. That's 3 months, right? But due to new registration, new students, new this, new that, it is going to be everybody is going to be given space. Like, you're going to have time for that. But we're still deciding, okay, how long can you have? Like, let's say you now that you joined, let's say you joined now, and you'd be like, okay, the session has already started. Can your 3 months, start lasting? What we plan is, because it is September, October, November, right? There's going to be an additional December. There's going to be an additional December, but that December is just going to be a short of time because of the festive period. So instead of the academic session closing by the end of the month, it's going to be closing on the 20th. Do you understand? So 20th of December. So by 20th, everything should be wrapped up and we are done for the year. Then next year, next year, January, we kickstart again. Do you understand? So let's say you took a month before you joined, December has covered you up. Do you understand? Evidence, I hope I'm communicating. Let's say you took a month before you joined, December has covered you up. Do you understand? So that's why it's like this year, because December is like an extra month, we've infused it in to cover up for people that might join late. So this means that if you cannot sign up during the launch, no problem, you can still sign up later on. Do you understand? You can still sign up. Let's say you don't have the money today, you want to still sign up tomorrow. Yes, you can still sign up tomorrow. Do you understand? So, but you've already signed up. The moment you sign up, your session starts. Your session starts. And the sweet part we did here is that your session will start to count on the program because the program already has a 90 days time frame. So if you decide to start your session, if you decide to start, like, let's say 1 week after the launch, your 90 days on the program is there. So it's not like minus 1 week from the lesson. No, no, no. The academic session on the program, that means you can still learn for like 3 months, which is 90 days on the program. So, but because of the mentorship, that is the live classes and all those things that people have already done, this one now is physical. You're going to have December to cover you up. So that is why we added this recap. That's why we added this recap called the recap here. You can learn the recap and then ask questions. Because of you signed up a little bit late, then you're going to be having December to cover you up. Do you get? So that way you don't leave unfinished. Do you get me? So in essence, if you come in, it doesn't start like, oh, this is the time I joined, then 3 months later on. No. What happens is this is the time you join, right? December will cover you up in terms of the academics activities you've missed. So by the end of December, you're going to still be getting your 3 months completed, right? And then next year, we start a fresh session. So I hope I broke that down to your understanding. In PEG system, do you need LQ, grab, or sweep? Please be more precise. I don't understand what you mean. Liquidity grab or sweep. If I'm understanding you, liquidity grab or sweep. Nothing like that. Have you ever heard me say anything like liquidity before? Have you ever heard me say liquidity grab before? I must have used the word liquidity, but I don't use liquidity grab. When I register, am I also getting a prop firm account? Oh my god. You are not getting a prop firm account. We are not a prop firm company. We are not a prop firm company. We are not a prop firm company. We don't have problem to give you. This guy. You see, when we join, like, for God's sake, this is a 3 months program, and you're only making a fee of 100 and something thousand. How much is the problem? Come on, think about it clearly. So, but no, you're not getting a problem account and all the stuff. What you're going to be getting is you're going to be getting a coupon code that is going to slash the price of Good Funded Trader account. That way, you can have the fees lesser, and you get your account, and you're good to go. All right. I think that is any other question. I think I've answered everybody's question. I think I've answered everybody's question. When I register, am I getting a prop firm account? I think this is a good question. So, but don't worry. Of course, giveaways are going to be coming, but it's not stipulated in terms of when you register, you get a prop firm account. No, it's not stipulated. But for sure, giveaway are going to come in the community. So you have a chance of getting a funded account. Do you understand? You have a chance of getting an account, which means yes, you can get a funded account, but not upon registration. It's not mandatory, it's voluntarily. So I think everything has been explained clearly. The the live session is gonna be August 31st. That is on Monday. I hope to see you there. I hope to see you there. My goal is to have 100 people on my screen, and I'm going to tell them everybody's going to be funded. Do you understand? Funded. Everybody's going to be funded. Let's win together. Let's win together. That's the goal. That's the goal. Appreciate you. All right. Thank you, Pex, for all you do. I really see you and I really appreciate. Of course, it's not easy, but we keep doing what we're doing because at the end of the day, the goal is to help as many as possible. So let me see if I can get any opportunity on this chat before the next 10 minutes. Today's Friday. You guys don't need to even stress yourself too much. If opportunity will come, it will come. The only one I can see right now is a potential sell on. You can see this POI that I outlined for you guys. You can see this POI I outlined for you guys when we started this live stream. You can see how the market respected it, and then the next thing it started selling off. Because I was talking, I was not seeing the chart, but it's all good. But I want you to just understand something. Do you see this POI? If I had entered this trade, my entry would have been somewhere here or here, somewhere here. My stop loss would be above the next high, somewhere here. That's like just 5 pips, bro. Then take profit. Imagine hitting take profit at 1 to 2 weeks to reward with 10 pips take profit. Your take profit is 10 pips. The stop loss is 5 pips. When you have a small stop loss like that, let me give you an expo. When you have small stop loss like that, increase the RR. You get higher RR. You understand? Because 5 pip stop loss doesn't come often. You get. And listen, you're getting 5 pip stop loss because you're not setting. It's not that you're squeezing the stop loss. It's not like you're squeezing the stop loss. Do you understand? It's not like you're squeezing the stop loss. Do you see it? It's not like you're squeezing the stop loss. But you gave it the actual thing to do. Do you see it here? You set it above here, 5, and then you still have here. Imagine 10 pips as take profit. All you have to do is just extend it more. You can get 15 pips out of this. Easy. Easy 15 pips. Prudent. She said I called your attention. Don't worry yourself. Don't be in a rush. Don't be in a rush. Do you understand? Don't be in a rush. I want you to have the confidence that I have because I can make money anytime. The market don't decide when I make money. This is my money making machine. The market don't decide it. The question is, do I know what I'm looking for? Yes. Chill out. Don't stress yourself. The market will give us more opportunity. After all, today is Friday. After all, the month is ending. So you're just opening your chance. You're just like, you don't even have to stress because next month, September is coming. And you have at least Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to trade before NFP. Then you run away. Then next week, you still have at least 2 more trading days next week because CPI and PPI will come and mess you up. So you run away from them. You have 2 days. The first 2 weeks of every month, run from all those news. It doesn't mean you should not trade, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, trade. On Friday, run away. That's done. Then next week, avoid Tuesday and on Wednesday, or Wednesday and on Thursday, because that's when CPI and PPI used to come. then FOMC. Once you see all of those stuff, run away. Then market used to be free ending of the second week. Let's say Thursday, Friday, Thursday, Friday. Then the remaining weeks, that's the remaining 2 weeks. If there is no abstract news, thank God the problem in the world now is subsiding. Is subsiding. So what does it mean? It means that we can make a lot of money. So there's not going to be an abstract news. Do you understand? So just don't worry yourself. If you know what you're doing, you make money. Prudent, are you a I don't know, are you a guy or a girl? This name Prudent. I've not seen it on a guy before. I've not seen it on a guy before. Okay. This is the first time I'm seeing the name Prudent on a guy. So Prudent, don't worry yourself. When you understand the 5 checklists to profitability, you will not panic. Baba, payout lanje. When you see deposit confirmation in progress, you go confirm am. I'm telling you. So if only we had entered this trade, it would have been a good win. So, but no problem. But I just want you to understand that this is a trade that respected the POI. You can see it there. It did not pass it. It's right there. Now, all I needed to do was wait for my good CSP and I execute. That's it. Do you understand? That's it. So patience is key. When you know what you're doing, then patience matters. Let's see GBP USD if we can see anything on GBP USD. Nothing for now on GBP USD. I'll only be interested in GBP USD when it breaks here. If GBP USD can break that low, then I'll be interested. If GBP USD can break that low, create a lower high like that, then I'll be interested in selling it downwards. That's what I'll be doing. My most interest right now, gold. Look at gold, guys. Gold right now is on that zone where, okay, is in a different zone. Right here, gold is at this region. So, but I see gold might buy. I don't know. I'm not going to say something I don't know. But right now, it's still on a good selling opportunity. So, but these are my two criteria for gold. These are my two criteria for gold. If gold can break above here, something like this, break above, retest, pull up here. The moment it comes here, I'm buying. If gold can do this, I'm going to buy in New York session. Set my stop loss below the low. Jesus Christ, 172 pip stops. That depends on the formation of the candles anyway, before the setups. So, but as it stands, 172 pips, all you just have to do is reduce your lot size. So, but this is the ideal place. And then we buy here, all this place here. So this is it here. That's just it. If gold breaks that high, if gold breaks that high, I will do it. But if gold doesn't break that high, then let it break this low. Charlie, me na buy na buy na mark. Whoa, fire! I go buy if the market hit that breakout. If it does the breakout, I'll buy. But if it doesn't, then I'll be waiting for the market to pull back in here and then pull here, and then I'll sell to this low. That's it. That's it. Just two candlesticks. Few candlesticks can decide that. I'll set my stop loss above here. Can you see the way I'm setting the stops? I'm setting it above the highs and I'm setting it above the low. 1 to 2 risks to reward is enough. That's it right here. That's it right here. Somebody say, you and Gold Slayer, Ghana, Sabi motivate person. Of course, Ghana is Gold Slayer is my guy. There's no. What else do you do in this market where everything is uncertain? You just pray for God's grace and hope, and then motivate yourself to keep going. If you don't motivate yourself, who's going to motivate you? Nobody, man. You have to keep working. So that's it. I think I've given you guys my breakout. Then let me also give you guys BTC trade, because I see an opportunity on BTC. BTC might just be the guy that will give us the bread today. The market is now, yes, it has been an overall bullish move, but currently the current bias now is selling. So what we got to do is just wait for the sales to come to us. So wait for the sales to come to us. I'm going to be setting my, let's see. I'll wait for it here. Put my alert here. I'll put it here to be POI and then put my alert here so I don't miss it. It's because I did not set alert there, prudent. That was why I did not get notified. So once I get to this level, I'm going to be selling. Once everything is complete anyway, it's not just I'm just going selling like a mad person. I'll wait for the market, wait for the PEX5 checklist, and I'm good to go. Once I see something like that around this region, I'll set my stop loss above this high. That's 37 pips stop loss. If I get 37 pips stop loss from this, then I'm taking this market to this low. At least 1 to 3 weeks to reward is enough. 1 to 3 weeks to reward or this low right here. So I'll just take the profit here. That's enough. Because I'm having a lower stop loss. So this normally I'm supposed to set the stops above this high here, and then I'm getting 37 pips stop loss. So I'll set my take profit down there. Guys, we've been streaming for 2 hours straight. I really appreciate you guys big time, and I know one thing for sure. Before I give you guys my summary, which is my closure, take a screenshot of this trade. Take a screenshot of this trade. I expect it to pull in here and then we drop here. Take a screenshot of this trade, guys. That's what I need. Just take a screenshot. Then I'm going to, let me take a screenshot as well and then send to the Telegram. So that's it. I appreciate you guys big time for joining this live stream. It's a roller coaster. Today is the last day before the launch. And yes, you're seeing 2 days countdown. It's not 2 days. I mistakenly calculated it because I thought I was going to go live on Saturday. But no, I have things I need to do on Saturday. And there's no market to trade on Saturday unless I want to do next week breakdown. So, but I don't think so. So the next live we're going to be having, I'm going to be standing here. I'm going to be standing you guys my speech. I'm going to be doing this. I'm also going to be doing the live launch. And I'm also going to be breaking down everything you need to get funded. Texas King. Vamos. Peace out, guys. I want to see everybody win. And by what time? November or December 2026, I want to have an interview with you. I want to have an interview with you, Evidence FX, of your payouts. I want to have an interview with you, Glitter Wardrobe. I want to have an interview with you, Samson. I want to have an interview with you, Prudent. I want to have an interview with you, Lily. I want to have an interview with you, Bankole. I want to have interviews of payouts, not interviews of questioning you. I want interviews of payouts. I'll see you guys in the next one. Join the waitlist and get 15%. If you don't join the waitlist, you might miss out on that. Peace out, guys. Peace and love. And yes, today is going to be the last live call with the waitlist members. So you know what to do. I'll send everybody an email again. I know you guys that are already on the waitlist, you guys have gotten my email style. I'll send it again. I'll see you guys on the live call today, 3 p.m. You know how we do it. Pex is king. Pex out. Subscribe.